So today I'm going to be making a red lentil Lebanese soup. It's one of my absolute favourites. So if you guys are ready, let's go. Hey guys, welcome to Munch with Mish. I've got another really great recipe for you. Lentil Lebanese soup. It's one of my absolute favourites. I always order it when I go to a Lebanese restaurant, and I thought I can try and create it for you guys. So things we need, I have got 100 grams of red lentils measured out. You need half a white onion, 1 garlic clove, half a litre of vegetable stock all ready to go, and some olive oil to saute the onion and garlic, and my classic Indian spice pot. We're going to be using some ground cumin and some turmeric and some chili powder just to give it the colour and the spice as well. I've had to bend down now, guys. So this serves between 3 people, so I'm making it for 2 people tonight, so we'll have a little bit extra for both of us. So this will serve around 3 people. If you want to double it, it will serve around 6. Okay, first things first, we're going to cut half an onion and we're going to dice this. And then we're going to peel 1 garlic. So I'm going to get my trusty garlic grater plate, which I always use, and if you guys haven't seen it on my other videos, you literally just blend it onto the plate and it sort of turns into like a pulp. And then you brush it off with the brush that it comes with, and I will put this in the description box where you can purchase this. I think I got mine from Amazon, but it's one that I use all the time, pretty much every day if I'm ever using a garlic based dish. And that's that goes straight in with the onions. So I have just put a large pan on a medium heat. We're just going to let that heat up, and then we're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil into the pan. So once the oil has heated up, you can add the onions. Now you can tell when the oil has heated up in the pan because the oil runs a lot quicker than compared to a cold pan. That's sort of running relatively fast, I think. So that's ready to go. So I'm going to add my onions to the pan. Add about much salt and that much pepper. So about a pinch of pepper and salt to that. And give that a mix and let that saute for about 10 to 15 minutes until the onions get clear. And then I'm going to add my garlic. And then we're going to go in with my spice box. So I've got some ground cumin, about half a teaspoon. That goes in. Add our red lentils into this until soften. I'm going to just add a little bit more olive oil. So overall about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil goes in. Give it a stir until the red lentils soften. So I've just poured my half a litre of stock into the pan. We're going to turn the heat up for about 15 minutes just for this to simmer and for the red lentils to soften. Give it a quick mix and then we'll come back in 15 minutes and pop the lid on and wait for those lentils to soften. Okay, so you will see that. I'm going to just put the heat down a little bit. You'll see that the lentils have slightly opened. and all the stock has been absorbed, so they look soft to me. So that was about 10 to 12 minutes on quite a high heat with the lid on. I'm going to season it afterwards with my turmeric and my chili and extra salt and pepper, but I'm going to blend it first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the soup into my Nutri Bullet and then blend it if you have the Vitamix, or you can use a hand blender, but I'm going to use the Bullet because that's what I've got. Pop the lid on and blend until smooth. So after that's done, I'm going to transfer this back into the pan and just add a little bit more hot water. Just transferred it from the Nutri Bullet to the pan, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the soup just to give it a little bit more liquid form. So I'm going to just add a little bit more colour to this. So I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of turmeric and a quarter of a teaspoon of chili powder. Now I'm going to just give it a mix and see what I feel about the colour, if it needs to have a little bit more yellow, if it needs to add a little bit more chili. So I'll just tell by mixing this. And this is the point where you want to season. So if you feel like it needs a bit more salt, a bit more pepper, this is the time to do that. So this looks like the perfect colour to me. So you can see that has turned a nice yellowy, soupy, lentil-y colour, if that was any English that you understood. A nice yellow tinge, basically. That's what we were going for. I'm just going to let this simmer on a really low heat. I'm just going to try a bit to just see, because tasting is so key when you're cooking, because you need to know what you need to add. Oh, that is beautiful. That is so flavoursome, wholesome. Oh, it's got the right amount of chili and salt, so it's perfect. Before I serve this up, I am going to just add some lemon juice, and we're going to serve this with some halloumi flatbread as well. So guys, that was my red lentil soup all done, really quick. That took about 20 minutes, if that, with all the boiling and bubbling and heating and mixing and all the things you do when you cook. So it didn't take very long, and before I leave you guys, if you could subscribe and click that bell notification, it would truly mean everything. I will look forward to seeing you guys on my next little cooking adventure. I don't know what it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to entail, so until then I will see you guys soon.